with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. Your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
Going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zoom, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car and whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down. Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose it like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be at the brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. Mike Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tear you out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, only thing it do is veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk dog, it's a room full of brines. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hail the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Coming up, it's the final game of Wildcard Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Herbert. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The 20. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On 4th down, Herbert. Touchdown! John Ross, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. An option head off here to Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play,
and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, 42 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there into the hands of Ross. On the move past the 40. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
Play action. It's Burrow. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Give him another one right back to Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert now. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now it's Herbert. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he ducked out a wicked stiff arm.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. He will find his man Chase complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Burrow's throw pulled in by Melton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pick up there. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, he bowls over it. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, in this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Mixon again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation.
Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 48 yards.
And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. So it's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Once more, here's Eckler. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll take this to the 46.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And Allen's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Herbert. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Hopkins' kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. To throw, Burrow.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on third and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Burrow. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And that knee will do it. Can't stop the clock defensively, so they protected their home field, got the victory in the wild card round.
And rewarded their home crowd. They came out in force for this one, really supported them throughout the year, and boy, they were something special in this one. And maybe it's their last home game, and if so, they sent them out with a great visual, didn't they?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.